Page 18, Alexander's Ragtime Band. So I'll go through the routine. Let's see what we end up with. It's just a little over a page long. Treble and bass clef. No sharps or flats in the key signature, so we're either in the key of C major or A minor. If I look at the end, we're here. That's C major. I'm guessing we're in C major. However, go ahead and do the scales for both. C major and A minor scales, at least one octave up and down. Now, if you're doing the scales pretty well, if you've been doing them for a while, then go ahead and do the 2 octaves. But if you don't know the scale or can't play it very well, then stick with the 1 octave and concentrate on the trill exercise. That'll do you the most good. And finally, 4/4 time signature. It has a pickup beat because we only have 1.5 counts in the first measure. That means the other beats in that measure should be someplace else. If you look at the end, there's 4 counts in that measure. Well, I don't know what to tell you. In my opinion, that's incorrect. Because every measure should have 4 counts. So if you have a pickup measure, I need another 2, 3.5 counts. Yeah, I need another 3.5 counts someplace. Generally, they put them at the end. This, they didn't do that. However, it doesn't affect how we play it. We're going to go ahead and just do and, 4, and. There's a pickup and 4, and. Let's take it one hand at a time, make sure we have the notes and rhythms all okay. Right hand, you have the second finger on D sharp. That puts, actually, the hand position would be here, because there's no sharps or flats in the key signature, and we would move the finger to the black key when we need it. We're starting there, so you can just start there, but that's where it is. And 4, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and then bring the ring finger up here. You may think, well, that's awkward. Yes, it is. Welcome to piano playing. Don't shy away from using these awkward fingers. I'm just rotating here and passing weight from finger to finger is all that is. I can exaggerate it so you can see it, but really that's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing here. I'm just rotating and passing weight from finger to finger. And then going on. 1, they don't need the natural sign in the next measure because it's a natural anyway, but they're being clear. You just had an F sharp. They want you to make sure you play an F natural here. And do it again. Okay. Top of page 19, second measure. 1, 2, 3, and. Thumb comes down and then back up. You can use thumb for both. You can use second finger if you'd rather, but there's a rest there so you have time. Because going on, they want second finger here. You got to reach up. Again, you got to rest. You can move up. Now let's make sure we understand the rhythm here. This is page 19, second line. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. See, one has an 8th rest, the other has a 1/4 rest. It makes a difference. Rest. At the end of the second line, during the rest, you come back down. The third line, you get 2 beat rest to come up here. And then just reach down here. And then the last line. They want 3rd finger. This way we're in position for what's coming. So starting the 3rd line, you're here. And during the rest, come up 1. And then reach up here to the high C, 2 ledger lines above. You play it with any finger you want. They say second. I don't care what finger you use. Just use a finger and play it. Left hand. Well, it's broken chords. Left hand. See? 1, 2, 3, rest. 2, 3, rest. Okay, and then 5/7 chord. 1. Okay. Page 19. In the second line, you're coming up here to the 4 chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. In the third line, you back down here. 2, 3, and during the rest, you come up here. Back up to the 4 chord position, but now we're going to B flat. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and then back down here. Have an F sharp there, and then back down here. And the last measure, it's here and here. 2 ledger lines below bass clef is a C. two legend lines above treble clef is a C. And you have middle C. You can see a pattern here. And again, use any finger you want. I don't care. Just use a finger. Put the hands together slowly and carefully, and we get this. 1 and 2 and rest. This comes up because I got a... And this comes up on beat 4. 1 and 2 and rest. Top of page 19. Let's get this accurate. It's important. You may think, well, there's staccatos. What's the difference? Huge difference. It's extremely important you understand how long each of these notes are supposed to last. We'll do the staccatos later because in other pieces you won't have staccatos. Get in the habit of doing it all the time. So at page 19, you're here. This is 1, 2, 3. It comes up on beat 3. It plays on beat 3. 1, 2, 3. And then this plays, and then this comes up. See, this comes up on beat 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And 2, and 3, and. You gotta come up here. But when I play the A, that comes up. Be accurate on how long you're holding these notes down. It may be a struggle for a while, go slow, but it's really important and it will help you out so much in the future if you can get this. So put the hands together slowly and carefully. Go back through it and get rid of any hesitation so it's a steady beat. And once you have that, then we'll add in the articulation, the phrasing, slurs, staccatos, accents, whatever, expression. Connect. 2. So you hear even here at the 2, 3, and play that, and then lift up. That comes up when that plays. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Hinging at the here, and if I'm slow, I'm on the key and bouncing off. If it's not, you gotta do that, but keep it a small motion. Don't get carried away. There, and then connect this. The idea? So put in the staccatos and slurs and junk. Then we'll add in the dynamics. F at the beginning is forte, loud. That's the melody, which is the right hand here. You think loud is, don't get carried away. This left hand, keep in the background. I'm just heavy. That's all it is. I'm using a lot of weight. Stay relaxed, stay loose. Just use a lot of weight. And the left hand is kind of light. And then you come down to sort of loud. Let's see. The left hand, soft. There, in the third measure, top of page 19. That's melody. It's got to sound the same. So forth. The third line, you get a crescendo. You're going to go back up to loud. Don't get loud until the third measure. And that third measure, all of that, that's all melody. So the left hand there plays louder, but the beginning, the left hand's still in the background. So this is moderately loud. Get louder. That's where you're loud. So save most of your crescendo for the second measure. Don't change much in the first measure. There. The fourth measure, this is still soft now. Crescendo up to loud, soft. Yeah. And sometimes it helps on soft if you use fingers 4 or 5. one of the weaker fingers to play soft. Yeah, at least I do. If it were a really loud note at the end, I'd probably use the thumb or the index finger, one of the stronger fingers. But when it's playing soft, it's kind of nice to use the weaker fingers. They handle it very nicely. Now, once I have the dynamics in, then I'll think about the speed. Lively swing rhythm, optional. The optional is the swing rhythm. The lively is an optional, not that you do the lively. Whatever you can do accurately, have fun with it. This is, again, another party piece. The swing, if you want to add the swing, go ahead. I like swing rhythm. Swing is when you swing the counting. It's not 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4. To that, you swing it 1 and 2, as long as short. There's no notation for it. You just have to feel this. 1 and 2 and 3. 2 and 3. 2 and 3. You want to do that? That kind of slows you down a little bit because you can't do a swing fast like that. The short notes are too short. And you can't go too slow or they're too long. So have fun with it, but don't get carried away, I'm thinking. They have pedal in the last measure. I disagree with it. I would not use pedal there. I want the staccatos. If you're going to use pedal there, then you need to use a staccato pedal. That is, the pedal goes down with the note at the hands and up with the hands. So when the hands do this, so does the pedal with it at the same time. But I would recommend you just leave them out. Leave the pedal out. And you don't have to play it that fast. Don't be copying me. You can go here. In there, just have fun with it. As you get better with piano, you come back and play through these more and more, and you'll find you'll play them a little faster and a little better, just for the fun of it. Now, there is a retard in the last measure there on page 18 where you're going to slow down a little bit. You slow down, and then the odd tempo above means take off again. So it's here. Take off again. You need to get into it and feel it. The natural accents. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Go on to here. Feel the natural accents all the way through here. Let's play this together very slowly and check the notes and the rhythms. I'll do the staccatos and slurs, but I don't do the louds and softs. And we'll play it all about the same. I need you to hear it. So I'll give us the 3.5 counts to come in. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, about like that. I'm going to swing the rhythm because I like swing rhythm. Just checking to make sure you have all the right notes and all the right stuff at the right time. By the way, the double bars at the end of the first line there on page 6, in case you're wondering, the page 18 in it. That's a section. You're leaving one section and going into another. So this first line here is an introduction. The song starts with the pickup, and that's really where the double bars should be. They should be in front of those eighth notes. There. If they would do that, that would give you your full measure or your full count for the introduction. You still don't have it for the song, but the song starts on those last eighth notes on page 18. That's where it starts. 1 and 2 and go. 2, 2, 1, 4, 2, rest, 2, 2, rest, rest.